Hello everyone, I hope that you are all doing well. I apologize for this video being late. As several of you I'm sure experienced, we lost the internet and it was crazy how much was affected. So I did kind of change some due dates for you because I know that you have a lot going on. I'll talk about that in a moment. But that's the reason for me falling off the face of the planet in terms of the internet. I wanted to check in, so I told you the class would go by really quickly, and it did. We have reached our final module. Um, this is one of my favorites. I feel like I say that every week, but I like the fact that you all have the opportunity to investigate content that you're really interested in, mainly because this course just doesn't seem to be enough in terms of gifted education. I do really wish that we had the opportunity to meet face to face. I'd love to engage in some discussions with you. But as you guys know, my door is always open, and I have had the opportunity to speak to several of you. So thank you for stopping by, and thank you for being such a really positive class this semester. I don't actually say that every semester, so I do really mean it. You guys have been a good class in terms of taking the content and applying it to the real world, which is a challenge in terms of this content. So to recap creativity, I am still in the midst of grading your how-to guides. Lots of really great ideas. I loved seeing morphological matrix, some great ideas with role-playing, collaging as well, some digital storytelling, STEM activities. All of these are really great. I also loved the group doodle. That was really fun. And I like how, I believe it was Natasha, she thought to use group doodle not in technology. I think it works well both ways, but there is something about having a really big piece of paper and the students walking around and engaging each other. Sometimes that marker and chart paper can't be replaced. So it's cool to do. I've done group doodles both electronically and just old fashioned, and students seem to like both. So I encourage you to do a mixture of that. A couple of things just to recap creativity. Something I cannot say enough is creativity can be taught and it should be taught. So a lot of times students believe these creative activities are really just appropriate for younger students. And that's because when we do creative activities in high school, they seem random. I can remember doing like a 15-minute creative challenge once a semester, and it did seem random and it did not seem to have a purpose. So being able to do creative thinking within your content area is very important. But students will need that scaffolding. So if we're doing a simple brainstorm activity, even when I'm working with college students or older individuals, I always start with a brainstorm with something silly. Classic, pass around a spatula. What else could it be used for? What could we do with this? Kids are kind of giving me some weird looks, and I'm able to scaffold using some different strategies, even Scamper, to help them think of multiple uses of something. Well, it seems silly when we talk about that, but that gets their brain going, and then we'll do something content related. So think of as many explanations for why this chemical reaction could be occurring, as many explanations for why this individual in the novel we are studying reacted in the way they did, explanations for historical occurrences. When we do that transition, then the students get it. But you do want to start with something simple. If we only do that simple creative activity in isolation, the students won't get that they're actually using those same skills within their content. So I really like to do creative lessons all the time, and we start with something simple, and then we kind of bring that further, connecting it to the content. So great job on those. I'm looking forward to finishing grading. I wanted to talk through our last module on independent research. So please make sure you're looking at Blackboard. I tried to make changes in dates really clear, mainly because I know that a lot was messed up with the internet. So I want to make sure I'm not rushing you. So your final project, and again, there is no exam for this class, is a special topic research presentation. So throughout this class, we have touched on not even close to all of the topics in terms of gifted education, but hopefully we've done enough for you to be interested in something. Hopefully we've done enough for you to want more about a particular topic, or maybe we haven't covered a topic that you thought we would. So for this presentation, you are selecting any topic related to gifted education that you would like to explore in more detail. In terms of dates, by Wednesday, April 17th, you need to post which topic you would like to do. Several of you have already done so, but I do want to make sure that I know what everyone is researching. There's no limit to how many students can study each topic. For this, I really want you to choose something that you're interested in. So I need your initial topic or your topic selection by the 17th. I've moved the date for your presentation to be due, and that will be due the following Wednesday, April 24th. I wanted to give you the weekend and some time to really dig in. So by April 24th, you will post your presentation onto that board, and then by the Sunday after, which is the 28th, respond to at least 2 of your classmates' presentations and complete our final discussion post. This discussion post is very simple. There's no research required. Really what I want to know is what you received from the class and ways that I could potentially improve for next semester. All of those dates are, of course, written in Blackboard, but I do like to say them in detail in case. So in terms of your presentation, you can do this in any form you'd like. Usually students like to do PowerPoints. You could also do a Prezi. You could do an infographic, whatever you think would be best. There's no set way that you need to do this. But please make sure you are reviewing the topic in detail and that you look into the rubric for the requirements. So just to quickly go through those, you need to clearly discuss what your topic is and tell me your personal connection to the topic. That's actually very important to me. I want to know why you selected what you did. That helps me see what you're passionate about and also kind of helps me as the teacher think of other things that I could give you to explore further after our class is over. I also want a clear discussion of how your topic is related to gifted education, as well as education in the classroom. So how does this apply to your classroom or your future classroom? Tell me some of the top names or researchers that you have discovered in your research. Include a good amount of further resources that your classmates can look into. That can be links to articles, links to videos, handouts, whatever you think would be the most beneficial for your classmates. Beyond that, make sure you're including references as always. As always, we're working in APA style. And make sure that your presentation is organized and well thought out. Do think of it as a final presentation. So I'm looking for some definite effort on your part. Beyond that, please don't forget to look into your classmates' presentations. You do receive 2 out of the 10 points for that, so I would hate for you to miss out on those points. Again, review the rubric on Blackboard, and if you have any questions, please let me know. In particular, if there's any confusion about updates in terms of the due dates, just let me know. But I did want to extend them to give you sufficient time to do quality work. Okay, as always, thank you for being such a wonderful class and being so engaged. And if you need me, please feel free to reach out via email or my office phone, or come by and knock on the door. Thank you.